Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing sort of a review of the BioLite Campstove. I got the bundle pack I guess about a year ago. It'll probably be multi-part because I figure if I do everything it'll be a bit too long for a video. So I'll probably do a few parts, and this part here will basically just show, I guess, setting up a bit or some of the things you could do with it before you actually start cooking with it. So there was the BioLite Campstove Bundle 2 that I got about a year or two ago. I haven't used it yet, but anyway, so what it came with, I'll show you what it came with. It came with this bag here. And another bag I'll show you in a few seconds. What this is you just unfold that to make a handle, and you'll have basically the water boiling pot or like a kettle. But what you have inside here is what you use for the flame. You can put your sticks or what's it called, the wood pellets inside here. I'll tell you about the wood pellets in a few moments, but this here basically collects the heat, and what converts the heat into electricity. That it stores the electricity in the battery pack here. Over here you have a fan. So here you have a fan. So this stick here, this probe here would go through the hole here, and the fan would basically go where the square is. And you have some legs on the bottom. I'll show that in a few moments. And what else came with the bundle? In space was this here. Well, before we get to that, sorry. What also is inside here is, I guess, like a small bowl. I guess if you make like a soup or a porridge or something, you can just put some in here. I guess if you're doing it just for one person, we'll just put that aside. Put this aside. What this was, or what this is, it's a grill. You just take the top off. On the bottom there's a small cap also, which comes off. So this here is basically like a barbecue. You would set basically this hole here would basically sit on top of this here, and you can open the flap and you can put in more pellets or more pieces of wood, and then you would close the flap, but the cap here is going to end up getting hot, so you'll probably want like a stick or some tongs just to kind of flip it open, put your wood in, and then just kind of close it. And here you would have two legs that fold open so that it will basically sit like that while you're cooking. So I'll get to that in a few moments. Just to continue. So there's a few reasons why I got this. It was mainly to have one option to cook if the power goes out. Unfortunately, the area where I live, there isn't many places I could find sticks, so that's one of the reasons why I got pellets to basically burn in here. But while you're cooking, you'd have this on to get electricity. So if you needed to charge your cell phone or tablet, you could charge the cell phone or tablet, or if I guess when it runs out. But I'm not sure how much it would basically fully charge a phone or not. If it's just going to charge halfway, a quarter, 3/4, or full. In the small bag here, what I have is two things. What I did when I first got this is on the bottom, you have a small gray tab thingy that flips open. The smaller plug would plug in here, and basically any place, whether it's like a computer or laptop, or if you have one of those adapters that go into 12 volt for the car, or the cigarette lighter for the car, you could plug it into that to charge it, or even some power bars where you plug in your TV or a personal computer. Not all of them, but some of them will even have a USB slot to, I guess, to charge your devices. So when I first got it, I had charged it just to make sure they have enough, I guess, power in the battery, just in case. So that's one option of charging it. The second option would be with that there. I forget how long it took to charge it up by this here. What this is, so anyways, the bottom part is basically just for charging this orange pack. If you want to take electricity from this here, basically near the power button here, you would basically just pull this down, this flap. There's a USB slot. You basically just plug this in. I'm not sure how well it's gonna show. What you would have to do is just push this power button for the green lights to come on. Just watch out, try to keep your fingers away from this fan. I'll show you in a few moments. So we need the power to come on, and basically this light here, you just tap it on the back once, then it'll come on full force, and you can just tap it again and it'll come off. Or if you turn it on, you turn it on again, if you keep your finger on it, it slowly dims down to like a low, and then if you want to shut it off, you just tap it again on the back. If you want, you can also take your power cord for your cell phone, for example. I'm using for this example. Just plug it in. Just gonna take my cell phone. Plug in your cell phone. Normally, if the phone's charging, you'll see a light come on the top here. If it's charging, you'll see a light come on. The power's not on, so you just put it on, and now it's charging the cell phone. But I'm not sure how long I'm not sure how long or how fast it takes to charge the cell phone with this. And also, I don't know if you're at 15% on your cell phone. I'm not sure if you'll go to 50% or 75 or 45 on full charge of this here. So, what I want to mention about the fan is if you push it again, you'll see a blue light that comes on. I don't know if there's a blue light that comes on. So I was just gonna say, just watch out for your fingers here for when the fan comes on, so you don't, I don't know if it'll hurt or not. I don't want to stick my fingers in here, so. Shut up. Nice. So, I guess if you want to basically just keep it charging overnight, if you're going to use it for cooking breakfast, I guess when you wake up, it'll basically fill up the charge. But when you're using that, I'm not sure how fast it'll put a charge back in. So, so you have the 3 light strips here. The strip here shows how much power or how much charge you have in the battery. The center one, which that's the green color. The center one gives the blue color. That shows basically the strength of the fan that's blowing for inside the flame. And this one here is basically showing how much heat is coming, I guess, from your stove. And I think if it gets too hot, it'll fill up to the top, and I think it starts flashing. And then if it starts flashing, don't put any more wood inside the burner here because it needs to cool down. And when it, I think the fan goes higher just to try to help cool it down. So, but when that stops flashing for this strip here and it gets back down a bit, then as needed, you get to put what you need for wood and stuff. So, just gonna shut this off. Disconnect that. The next thing next. I think the new BioStove bundle for this here, for your water kettle, it comes with the what's it called, the coffee press, which basically is this when you boil water into this here, you basically take it off the burner after it's been boiled. You would put some coffee grinds in it. You let it sit for a few minutes. Then you'd take like a press, which comes with the new bundle. I don't know if it'll come with other bundles in the future or not. And you basically just press it down. I'm not sure if I would actually like that for this or not, just because it's kind of keeps this occupied with the coffee, so you can't really use this for something else until you finish the coffee. What I'd probably do is I'd still use this to boil water. What I got was something like this here. I got it from Walmart, but I'm sure there's other places you get it from. You basically could boil the water. It comes with a small plastic cap. You have like a plastic funnel thing that goes on top. Then you can get these cone filters. I think it's number 6. You don't have to necessarily get the milliliter. The reason I got from this company is that it's one of the only companies I found with the number 6 filters. If you get like a number 4 or number 2, I would think it would be too small, because I tried with number 4 and the filter paper came just under the edge of the plastic here. So when you're pouring when you put the paper filter in, you would put the coffee grinds, and then you'd pour the water over the coffee grinds. It's sort of like a coffee machine does. Except that you're doing it manually. So sometimes the water got too high with a shorter filter. Sometimes the coffee grinds would get between the plastic and the paper and go inside your, I don't know if you want to call it a flask or decanter, or I'm not sure what the proper name for this is, but so sometimes you have some coffee grinds in the bottom. So I wanted to get a filter, the paper filter that came a bit higher, like more over the edge of the plastic, so now the coffee grinds get between the plastic and the paper. So this here I basically got for like, I think it was $20 or $20 Canadian at Walmart. I'm sure there's other places that sell them. You probably just have to look around. Yeah, so putting this together, all you do is open these 2 legs, and the one with the orange piece you just leave for last, because you have like a small plastic finger from this back here. you put the probe in the hole, and then this plastic piece here, the finger, goes just under the orange or yellow piece there, and this folds open to hold this here in place. So, like I mentioned before, I'm gonna use wood pellets instead of sticks. You can use sticks, but you can, but do not use charcoal for inside here. It's not meant for burning charcoal. The reason I'm going to be using pellets is because where I'm living at the moment, there aren't many places where you're going to find sticks that have fallen on the ground. So some people might say, well, you're not supposed to use pellets. It's basically meant for sticks. Look what we have here. We have, made by BioLite, you have wooden pellets. So I don't think BioLite would make wooden pellets or wood pellets for their own stove if it wasn't meant to burn pellets. And I've seen other people on YouTube that've used pellets to in their stove for years without many problems. I'll show you another thing about the pellets in a few moments. Just want to finish talking about this. So, so you basically fill this up. It's, I think, 1/2 liters. It's backwards, I know. Or yeah, 1/2 liters or 6 cups. You basically put your water in here. Put the spout on the opposite side of your handle. And when you're boiling it, when you put this on, just have the handle over your battery pack, just so that sometimes flames might come out in strange areas. If you have it like this here, it'll make the handle hot, and you'll have a hard time picking it up. So just have the handle over your battery pack. I'm not sure how long it'll take to boil the water, maybe about 10 minutes-ish, I'm hoping. Maybe 15 minutes, don't quote me on it. So after you get, when you boil your water, you'd use it for making tea for people. People can put the tea bags in their coffee mugs, or if you like drinking instant coffee, you could put the instant coffee in your coffee mug. Or like we mentioned before about the other coffee pot with the paper filter on top, you just put the coffee grinds in the paper and just pour the water that way, and have your pot of coffee in the glass thing. But you know that it would cool down a bit after time, but I would be hesitant. I don't think it doesn't even sit properly anyways. I'd be nervous about putting glass on top of this here, because I would be afraid that this here would crack because of the flames and the heat, and it'll probably tarnish on the bottom too. But this glass thing doesn't sit properly anyways, so I'm afraid it might fall off too. So basically just for boiling water for tea and coffee. And I guess if you have some freeze-dried food, you can use this here to boil the water for your freeze-dried food also, if you buy those pouches of it, or whichever else that needs to boil the water. And this here, if you stir up like a grill, you take out the legs. Sorry if you can't see much. I have it as zoomed out as I could and as high as I can. Well, actually, maybe like that I could do a bit. So while you're grilling, looks like it might be enough for maybe a few hot dogs if you want to cook hot dogs, or if you're cooking like a shish kebab, it might be enough for like 2 sticks, or maybe 2 or 3 hamburgers. You open the flap here and put in your pieces of wood or your wood pellets if you need more. But like I mentioned before, this flap here is probably going to end up getting really hot. So you might want to use some tongs to just open it, or if you have like a stick, just open the stick like that from the side. And then once you're done, you just, with the tongs, just open like that, or with a stick like that. And once you're done with your tongs, just push it down again. And after you're cooking, just, you can take this off and then just wash everything with soap and water if you need. Also, you can just maybe take steel wool or the SOS pads, which is basically steel wool soap, and just wash this grill part, just to take all the oil and food off. So there's maybe 2 other things that I'll mention about. So, with this here, the wood pellets, the ones that are made by BioLite, it says that it's made with hardwood. And what I was going to mention about that, I almost forgot. When you're using the grill to do your barbecue, I don't think you'll want to use pine wood, because I'm not sure if the pine wood will make your food taste a bit funny or not. So if you're using a grill, try to find some other wood that's not like pine or spruce or cedar. Just try to find, like if you have maple wood or wood from a fruit tree or something, something hardwood, try to use that for the grill. But if you're using like a pot or frying pan or just boiling the water in the kettle there, I would think it would be fine. But yeah, the wood pellets here that's made by BioLite, that's 1 kilo. Let's put my glasses on. It should be 1 kilo. Yeah, it's 1 kilo. It's, I think it mentions in the back somewhere that it's made with hardwood. Just double check. Yeah, it says premium blend of natural, food safe hardwood. I guess they have other wood pellets that are made for wood stoves, so I'm not sure if the wood stove pellets would be good for this or not. The thing I find about the BioLite pellets is that they're kind of expensive. I've noticed a lot of places near where I live that sell the BioLite pellets. They sell them for about $8 a package. $8 for 1 kilo. So if you think of it, if you're buying 3 bags of this here, which comes to 3 kilos, which is about $24 for 3 kilos. You can buy a large bag like this here. This here is, I don't know if you can see it. This here is 9 kilos for 20. This here I think it was $23. So for $23, you're getting 9 kilos if you're buying it this way, versus paying $1 more, $24 for 3 kilos. So basically, in the long run, this here would be better. it says for the signature blend, it's good for different types of meat, whether it's chicken, pork, fish. Not sure what this is. But I would think that with this here, and well, actually this here I bought from like a camping supply store. They sell hunting supplies there too. This here I saw it at Costco. This here I saw at Costco in the seasonal section. Basically where they sell the Halloween stuff and the Christmas stuff. So during winter time they might not have it, but come spring, when they start selling the charcoal and the barbecues and stuff, they should have this in stock too. And in Costco it comes in an even larger bag, I think, for approximately the same price. So, but if it's not in season, that I guess one of the grocery stores or whichever, you could probably go to like a camping store or a hunting store. That's where I got this from also, and the BioLite bundle there I got from one of the camping hunting stores also. For one thing, I'm not gonna light it inside the house. I would probably put what's it called, the pellets, probably just up until under the holes here, because the probe still has to be sticking out. They can't be covered by wood. And then I get one of these. I would take like a fire starting stick. Probably take maybe take like a half finger, maybe a full finger. Just break off a few pieces and just kind of stick it inside the pellets a bit, and then just light it with either matches, or if you have one of those long barbecue lighters or long candle lighters, just use that to kind of light it. So I'm not sure if I'm missing anything. I guess I'll just mention one last thing. If you do get the one that has the coffee press for this here, if the inside seems to, if the inside starts to, or if the inside seems to start getting stained from coffee, one thing you could probably do is just put in a tiny bit of water at the bottom. You don't need a lot. And you could take some baking soda, and you could put some baking soda inside, and so it makes like a paste. And just with your hands, you could just kind of swirl it around where it has the stains on it. And if you see that after a while it's not creating the stains anymore, just rinse it out. You can put in a bit more water, a bit more of the baking soda, and you can continue until the stains come out. Or I don't know if it will hold some of the flavor of the coffee, so when you boil more water for something else, I don't know if it might leave a bit of a coffee taste inside the water or not. So why I'm saying baking soda is because some of the coffee mugs that I used to have, even after washing it with soap and water, it would still be stained with coffee or tea. So it put in the water and some of the baking soda, and with fingers it would eventually take off the coffee or tea stains, and then you would wash it with soap and water afterwards, just to take off the baking soda. So even if you clean this here with the water and baking soda, you'll want to wash it with soap and water afterward too. So I'll probably, like I mentioned before, I'll probably do some other parts of continuing with this year of boiling some water against this year and make some coffee with it. Maybe I'll put a pot of water in here to boil some eggs or boil some hot dogs or something. And probably with the grill also, probably one time I'm making a video of cooking something on the grill also, just to show how it works. So anyways, thanks again for watching, thanks for coming, and hope to talk to you guys and girls later on. Bye bye.